Hey, what's going on, Jocelyn? Hi. Hi, Jocelyn. I'm gonna post this here again and post this again. If you want to see my screen, just all you want to do is you want to Google my name, Allah Talks Abitogun. You want to search for my name on YouTube, and you can see my screen once I go live because I'm going to talk about bitcoins. I'm also going to do a quick analysis of what's going on. What's going on YouTube? What's going on YouTube? Welcome, welcome. Yeah, hi Ramona. Ramona, long time. Hi, hello Tina. What's going on? So we're going to talk about 2018, my business plan, my bitcoins. Let's talk about bitcoins. I've been talking about bitcoins. Ramona, you've been missing out. I haven't seen you while I've been talking about bitcoins. All right. So first thing foremost, hey Bill, what's going on, Bill? First and foremost, is that last week I did every day talking about bitcoins, but then I didn't want to do an overkill, so I decided to shift it to either Fridays or Saturdays, and I do my regular content that I do on Monday, Friday. If you follow me for real estate wholesaling, we're still on and popping with that. So I will probably put out 3 to 5 videos on that every week on my YouTube channel. But what's going on, Daryl? What's going on, Rahul? All right. So, but on Friday and Saturday, I will have enough information to talk about on Bitcoins because I'm not really an expert. I'm a student like you. I'm investing like $100 a week, so it's nothing crazy. It's nobody really telling you all this crazy. I'm not telling you crazy predictions or stuff like that. Yes, I do analyze the screen where you will see my screen in a second here. If you want to see my screen, you want to go to YouTube though. And while you are at it, make sure you subscribe to my channel. You want to simply search for my name, Ola Talks Abitogun on YouTube. I will pop up and you can see my screen once I go live to share my screen here. But as you can see this week, let me start. As a matter of fact, I'm going to get started right away. I don't want to waste your time. If I can, I'll spend just about 30 minutes today and we'll call it a good day. Okay. All right. Let's see here. Let's go to Google.com. I'm going to switch screens right now. Let's go switch screens right now. I want to switch screens over to my screen so we can get started instantly and start talking about Bitcoins. Now, Bitcoins crashed this week. That's what some people call it. I don't call it crash, but that's what they've been saying all over. But there's a lot of people. You have to understand. There's a lot of people that feed off of the up and down emotions in the marketplace. So if I were you, I would stay calm, right? And I would again come here every week and hang around with me for 30 minutes and let's do a quick analysis of what's going on with Bitcoins as opposed to panic like everybody else, right? So the first thing I want to do is I'm actually going to go into my personal Coinbase. So well, no, first of all, let me show you. If you go to allatalks.com/bitcoins, you will see my guide over there. I have 7 rules that I follow when it comes to bitcoins. You can go to allatalks.com and click invest in bitcoins at the top, or you can simply go to allatalks.com/bitcoins. And I have a little guide here that is still in development. You see there's some of the past videos that I did here, but I have the 7 rules. You should be able to see my screen right now, right? Yep. So yep, you can see my screen. Rule 1, I explain them in details. There's also a video that guides you exactly what they are. And I'm gonna just skim over those rules really quickly, and then I'm not gonna go into details. If you want the details, you want to go to this page, allatalks.com/bitcoins. Invest in bitcoins. Okay, so the rule number 1, don't dump dollar average. Okay, that's dollar cost averaging, some people call it. Okay, what that means is that have a certain amount of money that you're willing to normally, if you lose it, it wouldn't matter to you, and just put that in automatically every week for the next 5 years. That's my plan. Okay, mine is $100, and you can follow. I'll show you right now what that has meant for me in, I don't know, in about 5 weeks so far, right? So $100 per week for 5 weeks, about $489 right now, because it was like $99, not exactly. And what I do is I distribute $33 between the 3 most popular coins, which is Bitcoins, Litecoin, and Ethereum. But now I'm probably going to add on Bitcoin Cash in the next 2 weeks or so. The craziness that happened once they added it onto Coinbase was just too volatile. But it doesn't matter with my rules. Okay. The second rule here is use the 1 year chart all the time. If you really want to see what the market is doing, you use the 1 year chart. Okay. I mean, if you want to just watch people and laugh at them and stuff, you can look at the 1 day chart. You can look at the 1 hour chart, and you can laugh at people as they go crazy up and down, and laugh at people at the same time. You know, there are day traders using this platform, so but essentially you don't want to you do not want to be day trading this unless you know what you're doing, which means you learn it's a skill set professionally. There are people that do that and make money from it, but if you don't know what you're doing, you're going to lose money. Rule number 3: high market cap with high volume coins only. Okay, I don't there's 1,345 last time I counted on coinmarketcap.com. It's 1,345 coins out there, uh, or blockchain technology, if you will. Uh, I'm not trying to follow every single one of those. Majority of them are going to be losers. Okay, so I stick with the high volume coins only, and I diversify between the high volume coins, the most popular top 10. That's pretty much where I play. Okay, and that's what I'm recommending. Especially if you're not going to have the time to learn trading properly. Some people will trade, and some of you will be like, hey, I could trade it and make some good money. But that's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about if you want to make a fortune from this 5 to 10 years from now. If you believe in the blockchain technology taking over the internet, which you should. If you don't, if you go read this article, it will make sense to you. Okay. Um, Rule number 4: percentage growth is the only thing that matters. So I don't care if Bitcoin's at $17,000. You can buy fractions of Bitcoins. Okay, in case you didn't know before, you can buy fractions of Bitcoins. Okay, you can buy as low as 1 millionth, which is a Satoshi of Bitcoins. But the same thing counts for all the other cryptocurrency like Litecoin, Ethereum, Ripple. The same thing goes, and that's actually very pretty, so percentage growth is all that matters. The fact that it's $17,000 doesn't matter. Okay, it really doesn't matter to you. It matters to a novice, which is most people in the marketplace. All these people are going to lose money to you. Okay, because you're counting percentage. They're looking at $17,000, right? They dump money in it. They look at the $1,000 move, and it's a big deal to them. Well, 1,000 on $17,000 value is nothing. If you calculate the percentage, what's 1/17? That's what you look at, not $1,000, right? But the truth is that the average person in the market will look at it that way. They will sell to you. You buy it cheap, and the market is still getting to know the market over the next 5 to 10 years, and you're buying cheap. That's what I want you to pay attention to right now. Okay. Rule number 5: don't day trade. It's a 5 to 10 year play, right? So you see, it's all interwoven, right? Rule number 6: use only dispensable money. Use only disposable income. Use only money that you will lose that on a weekly basis. Don't dump your life savings into this stuff. It's very volatile. It's dangerous. More importantly, it's dangerous for your confidence. If you lose money in the short term, it's gonna mess with your confidence, and that messes with everything. Literally, when it comes to business for you. Rule number 7: avoid penny coins. Again, at 1,345 last time I counted. Avoid trying to mess with the low cap ones. Okay, and stick with the game. So let's go back here. So let's see what's going on here as far as my business is concerned. Well, first of all, before I go into my business of 2018, I'm going to share that with you in a second here. I want to log into Coinbase and let's see what's going on. Again, if you want to see my screen, you want to simply search my name on YouTube and you'll be able to see my screen, and make sure you subscribe to my channel as well. Okay, Coinbase, there you go. All right, so we're keeping it simple. Okay, if you go to that article, you will learn a lot about everything. Okay, as you can see, there's high traffic. Due to today's high traffic, buy and sells may be intermittently offline. We're not working on restoring full availability as soon as possible. We are working on on restoring, and we'll be posting status updates. All right, so there's the big buzz about Bitcoins and cryptocurrency, and people that don't even necessarily understand they're buying it, and many of them are novices that will dump money next week if it crashes again, or if it looks like it crashes again. So it looks like it's a crash, but to me it's not a crash. Okay, so the first thing I want to look at is, again, for us, when it comes to should we get involved with this or not, what we're looking at is 1 year chart, and that's it. Okay, so if you can see my screen, let me make sure we still see my screen here. Just so you know that I'm playing the same game that I'm just showing you. I'm a student just like you, and I'm showing you what I'm doing. I'm putting $100 in per week. Right now it's $33 on 3 different cryptocurrency. That means $99, right? And then it's every week, it's automatically charged. Simply I go here, click buy or sell. I pick the one that I want. So there's a new one here called Bitcoin Cash, which I haven't purchased yet. I'm probably going to be doing that right now if he allows me. Okay. You pick the one you want out of the four most popular ones right now. How do I go? How do I choose this for? Because Coinbase is trading it, and Coinbase is FDIC insured when it comes to your deposits. So I am pretty much writing and leveraging their own due diligence on the coin. Plus the high. Remember the high market cap, high volume coins. These are the highest ones in the marketplace. Okay, so I'm going by that, and I'm keeping it simple. I'm not trying to devote 24 hours to day trading this baby or trying to learn everything. I've day traded before, and I've done it well before, but it's not something I enjoy looking at numbers every second. I don't enjoy that. So that's why I like this. I like the fact that I can teach what I'm saying right now or share what I'm saying, more like sharing, okay? Because there's no guarantee you're going to make money with this, okay? By the way, there's no guarantee that Ola is not guaranteed. This channel, Ola is not guaranteed. My Empire Pro is not guaranteed you're going to make money ever, ever, and ever, okay? So I'm just sharing my journey with you, okay? So Bitcoins right here. So if you wanted to buy, you simply go here, Bitcoin Cash. $25 is what I will buy now because I have $100 per week disposable for this stuff, and I'm doing it for the next 5 years every single week, right? So if I go here, I put $25 US dollars, and then that gets me $25 will get me 0.008, or if you round that up, 0.009 Bitcoin Cash, and I'm going to put that on repeat, right? I'm going to put that on weekly, okay? And I'm going to say, let's see, I'm going to say buy. Confirm your transaction. It's a recurring buying. Funds will be debited today or within the next 3 business days. And I'm going to say, that's it, confirm. And that's it, okay? So now I'm buying Bitcoin Cash, $25 a week. But I had some other ones that were going at $33, so I need to adjust those ones. So I'm gonna go under my account. My account. I think I can go here. Let's see. How do I change this? So now in front of you, I'm actually gonna figure out how to change this from 33 to 25 each. Let's see. Your account, Bitcoin Cash. I'm gonna analyze my numbers in a second here for you. Okay, so just relax. Wait a second. Let's see. Tools, buy, sell. Let's go back to buy, sell. Come on. Okay. Settings. Okay. Let's go back to buy, sell. Okay, let's go to selling. Preferences, linked account, limits. Let's see if we can find let's see, security, preferences. Okay, I don't think it's here. I think let's go here. Let's go under buy and sell. It's probably the settings of that is probably under buy and sell. Let's see, sell settings. Okay, I'm on the Bitcoin right now. Account. Let's try account again. Transaction. Okay, so I can edit from here, right? There you go. So you see what I did? I'm under account, and then these are the ones that this just happened on the 18th. Bought $33, but I'm gonna edit. Click on it, and you can edit the weekly, right? All right. So I'm gonna simply click here, and I'm gonna change this to. It's telling me that let's see, I can only delete. I can't edit. That's weird. Should be able to edit. All right, so I'm gonna pause this. What I'm gonna do is so you can come here and pause essentially. Okay, you can come here and pause. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna uh let's see. I'm thinking. How should I do this? Should I wait till Monday, or do the next one is gonna be Monday on Christmas Day? Should I wait, pause, and do it on that day, or should I do it now? I don't want to mess with my with the way I'm doing it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click well, either way, I'm gonna have to either delete, okay, delete, right? Then I'm gonna delete this one, right? Delete this one. Okay, so I'm deleting them because it doesn't matter. I don't want to overclock this place by just pausing them. I'm deleting them. Okay, so now I have the $25 Bitcoin Cash running, right? I'm gonna go back here. Okay, I'm gonna go back here, and we're gonna do Bitcoin, and we're gonna do 25. Okay, so this is $100 in total. Okay, $100 in total. And all I have to do is I'll go here, the same thing I just did. I'll set it, right? Let's see here, $25. So I'll come here, I'll set it, simply buy a coin, and you confirm it. You do it for all three of them. And remember, you want to click repeat this bi-weekly. This is what I'm doing. And for all four of them, that's $100. Okay. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to come back here and do it later. So right now, I'm just going to show you what I have. So far, I'm only 5 weeks in, and you're probably, yeah, okay, good for you, the one that you're looking at my screen. If you want to see my screen, you want to go to YouTube and search my name, All I Talks Abitogun. So the total balance in my account is 763 489. Okay, so what I've invested so far is 489. At one point last week I was at about 130% return on investment, but right now let's see what that looks like. Right, I'm gonna go here, income. I'm going to go here. I have a little ROI calculator right here that I've created, right? So my investment so far is not no more 390. It's now 489 because it's essentially 390 plus. So last time I checked, it was at 390. So $99 is on top of it since then. All right. So here I'm going to change this to 489, right? And what is the account balance? So my portfolio size right now is 763.79. 763.79. So 763.79, right? And that's it. So all the way from 130% down to 56%. And yes, this is why they're saying it crashed, but I'm still up, right? My portfolio is still up 56%, right? But the problem with the other way that other people are doing it is that they're not keeping track. They're going by the emotions of the market, right? They're going in and out. When they say it's crashed, they hurry there, they try to sell off, and that's why you see this type of sell-offs. Okay, that's why you see crashes like this that go to the 1 year. That's why you see a crash like this. Pretty much people's emotion, a lot of ways is people's emotions at play here. And if you don't know what you do, if you don't follow the 7 rules, or at least look at the 7 rules and create your own little rules out of it, right? You don't have a strategy, and then you're not counting, you're not really tracking like I'm tracking right here. I know exactly how much of my money is in the game, how much in US dollars I've put in so as far as time is concerned, it doesn't matter to me with the formula that I'm using, because the money is over time, it's spread over time. So it doesn't matter if it's ups and down. What I'm looking at is 5 years from now. Okay, 56% up is still, I mean, it's been 5 weeks. It's too early. This number does not mean anything to you. Okay, but what you want to do is imagine $100 that you would probably throw away on stupid stuff anyway, and going into this, and then what it looks like about 5 to 10 years from now. That's what you're looking at. Okay, that's what you want to look at. Okay, so now let's do a quick analysis. Let me tell you what I think about where all this different four different ones, okay, where they're going in the next I'm gonna say in the next in the next 3 to 4 months. Okay, I'm gonna tell you where I think is going based in the next 1 month, 1 month to 3 months rather. Okay, all right. So again, as usual with my rules, I only look at the 1 year chart. And you see right here, you see the 1 hour chart is crazy. I can't see a trend. All I see is ups and down, people's emotions all over the place. One day, similar, right? 1 week, probably similar. You can see that this is what people call it has been crashing all week, right? Crashed as low as 11,000, apparently at some point, right? But from $19,000, from $20,000 essentially, right? But an average person looking at this is saying it's crashing, right? Because again, they're looking at the 1 week chart, right? We don't look at the 1 week chart. We don't care about the 1 week chart. We care about the fundamental. What is blockchain? What is Bitcoins? What is cryptocurrency? Is it here to stay? Is it a new technology? Is it going to take over the internet? The answer to that is absolutely yes. Now, are people going to lose money in this before it goes up to $100,000 per coin in Bitcoins, right? Are people going to lose money? The answer is absolutely yes. So how are you going to avoid losing money and still capitalize on this thing going up to $100,000? And some people are predicting it's going up to $1,000,000. How are you going to protect yourself? And that's by having rules, by having a strategy. Okay, and that's what we're doing here. Does that make sense? I know it does, right? So we go to 1 month chart. The thing went from $8,000 to $19,000, and then down to $11,000, $13,000. So you can see even in the month it's still up, right? So even if you're on a month stretch, at least you will see that this is still good. But people that are looking at it on a weekly basis are saying they're looking at negative 19.71%, and hence why they're panicking, right? So I don't look at 1 month or anything less. I look at 1 year. In 1 year, Bitcoin is still up 1,561. Okay. And if you look at this chart and the rally that went up here since November, right? Since November 1st, this rally has been crazy and it's still high in 1 month, right? And it's still something that you should pay attention to. Okay. All right. So 1,555% return, okay, increase in the value of Bitcoins in the last 1 year. That's still something to pay attention to. So in spite of the fact that it's a very volatile vehicle because it's going so fast, because you have to think about how fast people can use their app to buy and sell, right? You have to consider that, and it's still very stable. I consider this stable as far as I'm concerned. A lot of people are saying volatile, but I consider this stable. Okay, so if I go to, so where do you think, what do I think Bitcoin is going to be in the next? Let me give it a prediction right now, so you can come back here next week, around the same time between 6 and 7 and 8. Okay, and you can always watch the replay as well too, but it's just a lot more fun watching this live, right? So in the next so this is what I look at when I'm making a prediction like this. I'm looking at resistance, okay, I'm looking at support, and I'm looking at the time frame between resistance and support. Higher resistance and higher resistance means an upward trend. Lower support and lower support means a downward trend. Okay, ultimately you can see that we're in an upward trend here, right? So there's been a big rally in the past 1 year on Bitcoin, and it's not too, like, when you look at a 1 year chart, I see just a little bit of resistances here, and there hasn't been this much of a correction in a while. A correction of from $19,000 to 14. There hasn't been like that in a while. What do you think about getting the new coin? Which new coin? Bitcoin Cash? I just bought $25 worth of Bitcoin Cash, and that's 25 repetitive every. As it stands right now, it's going to be repetitive until further notice every week. Okay, so I buy 25 every week like that. Why? Because if it's cheaper in a week, I get to buy it cheap. If it's higher, it's okay. We're still gonna go up to $10,000 per coin, so it doesn't matter. So it's gonna average out over time. Plus, the money doesn't really hurt my pocket, doesn't hurt my pocket or my bank account. Does that make sense? So that's my number. I know people that are doing $10. You could do as low as $5. Okay, wherever that money is to you, that you know you can lose every week, it doesn't matter to you. That's what that is. Okay. If it's bigger than something you can afford to lose, maybe drop out of your pocket, out of your wallet by mistake or something, then you're making a mistake dumping money into this. Okay, that's why you're panicking for every weekly crash that you see. Every time I see a weekly crash, within the first 5 weeks, I'm thinking, great, I get to buy it cheaper, because fundamentally, I know this is going up, right? I know the value of a blockchain technology and cryptocurrency in the world that we're in right now, right? So it doesn't matter to me if it crashes within a week or if it goes up or anything like that. I'm looking at the ultimate trend, which is why I look at the 1 year chart only. Okay. So Benjamin, what's up? I don't know which one you're talking about. What new coin, if you can specify, right? So right now, based on this thing just dropped below the previous. This is why it crashed heavy, okay? Because it kind of dropped below the previous resistance. The previous resistance was around $17,000. If you remember, about 2 weeks ago, If you remember, about 2 weeks ago, it was flat about at around $17,000 for a while. And then it came down to like 15, and then it rallied up. But now it's dropped below that $17,000. And what that means, this is what that means. Uh, the market lost a little bit of confidence in Bitcoin. The market, not you, because you know the fundamental. The market lost some confidence. Okay, every time a stock or anything that's drawn, market asset is drawn on the chart like this, it drops below a previous resistance. So if you have a graph going up and then it slows down a little bit, it dips down a little bit, and then takes off again, right? Just like everyday life, it's ups and down, right? Just like in real life, right? Anytime you see that, that place where it went flat for a little bit before it took off again, that's called a resistance. Okay, if it's deeping, right, if it's going down below and it's tanking, right, and it stops, right, like right now it looks like it stopped, right? If you, so I can't really see this chart. I'm yet to find a very good charting tool that I can use to draw lines around, and I'll show you. I'll find one eventually. So right now, let's just do a little bit of a bootleg style. So to do bootleg, I'm going to go back 1 month so you can see the deep I'm talking about. You see this deep right here, where it went down to $12,000 and it's going up right here. All this downward spirals right here are what you call, where it stopped a little bit before it goes down again. That's a support. Okay, that means we call it support because it's holding the thing from tanking all the way down. Some people are pushing it back, like, wait, we have confidence in this stuff, right? Stop going down, right? So that force that's stopping it to go down is called the support. So if you want to learn how to analyze a chart in stocks or Bitcoin or any asset class like this, where you can see the chart how it's moving, you're looking for supports and resistances. You're seeing a rally and you're looking for higher. So there's all kind of names on different patterns you will see on the chart that will help you. But that's the basic right there, and that's what I use on the 1 year chart. So based on that, I'm going to go back to 1 year chart. This thing has tanked below. The last major support I'm looking at is $16,000, and it went below that. So there's a little bit of but right now, based on the 1 month, I can see that people are pulling back into it, right? Because they will. It came back from 12 to 14. They will, right? We kind of know that, but right now I'm looking at it and I'm within the last 2 weeks. Okay, within the last 2 weeks, this thing went up $5,000 and went down $5,000, right? That's just volatility. That's all that is. Just early, the media news all over the place, everybody making a buzz, and then Bitcoin Cash being launched onto Coinbase became a big deal too, right? Because I think the highest population of buyers of this thing, right, or traders of this thing, right, investors rather, are on Coinbase. So a bunch of people start dumping money or moving money from Bitcoin into Bitcoin Cash, and then boom, that affects Bitcoin. And if Bitcoin gets hit, because it's the king of the marketplace. Speaking of king, I want to tell you something about being a king. Okay, sometimes a lion is just a king for no reason. Okay, right? So there's a lot of news out there that technology behind Bitcoin is not as good as Litecoin. It's not as good as Ripple. It's not as good as IOTA, right? But sometimes you're just the king, the king of the jungle, like lion, for no reason, for no real reason. Okay, and that's what it is. All right, and that's what Bitcoin is. So Bitcoin cannot really get affected too much. If it gets hit, everything else kind of get hit because it's the king of the jungle right now. And again, remember, people's emotion is driving the market to a certain extent, especially now that it's brand new. Okay, so you can expect that every time Bitcoin get hit, everything else is probably going to get hit a little bit. Okay, all right, to an extent, not always, to an extent. Okay, so I'm looking at this. So this thing deeps below $17,000, but it's deep down to 15, but it's supporting very well right now. Based on what I'm looking at, it's supported very well around 14,000. Okay, so I see this little rally right here. So you can expect a rally based on the overall. This is very subjective. This is a very subjective prediction on my part. This is not a guarantee you're going to make money. I am not giving you an advice on how you're going to trade this. I'm just telling you where I think it's going. It's about to take off again, okay? And this time around, we're going to use the same length between this point, this last major support, which is around this is around $15,000 to 19. So it's gonna move up to about $19,000 again. Now, if it breaks $19,000, if it breaks $20,000, expect a $5,000 move to $25,000. I'm not saying that because $5,000 is around figure. Okay, I'm not saying that because of that. I'm saying that because it's literally went down $5,000. So that's the logic. It went down $5,000 from 19 to 14, and it's having a very nice support at $19,000. So right now, because it broke a previous support at around $17,000, my confidence in it right now on the short term only. My confidence on this long term is $100,000. Okay, on the short term only, my confidence right now only. When I say short term, I'm talking about 1 month. Okay, what my confidence right now is only at $19,000. Okay, so I'm gonna wait for it to break $19,000, which is the last resistance. Okay, so the last resistance is the only valid point I can go to because it broke the last support. Does that make? Hopefully that makes sense. If it doesn't make sense, go back and listen to me all over again once I'm done, because it broke the last support, which is the confidence mark. Right? If it did not break that last support and it went up, I will predict that this is going up to $25,000 immediately. But it broke that last support. So because of that, and I see a nice support right now at $14,000. So I'm going to give it a nice $5,000 rally up to $19,000 again. But if it tests $19,000 and come back again, you got to know that it's probably going to come down to $14,000 or even lower again. Okay. Again, there's predictions out there that even Bitcoin will actually tank completely to like $5,000 before it takes off to $100,000. And it can happen. If it doesn't happen, I won't be exactly surprised, because obviously people have the confidence in internet. The internet took over in the last 20 years. They may have that confidence in blockchain and it may never tank. Okay. So don't count on that. Don't try to short for those of you that are traders, don't try to short or sell this thing or try to short it and play around with the moves. Don't do that, because the confidence of the marketplace today, because every part of our daily lives is internet right now, that confidence may translate into blockchain technology. That confidence may translate to this thing and it may never tank. Okay, which is why, hey, should I wait before I buy? No, don't wait. You should start buying right now. That's why that question is always invalid. Should I wait since you said it's going to tank? Should I wait? No, it may not tank. Okay. I'm saying it may not tank. If it tanks, it won't be the first time that happens, because again, the dot-com boom busted and a lot of people lost money. But if that doesn't happen here, don't be surprised. You say I said so, right? Good. So the next move is $19,000. In the next 1 month, it's gonna hit. Next 2 weeks to 4 weeks, it's gonna get back to $19,000. If within the next 2 weeks it breaks $19,000, within the next 1 month, when we open 2018, it's gonna be at $25,000. Okay, that's my prediction on Bitcoin. Let's go on to Bitcoin Cash, which I just started buying today for the first time. Bitcoin Cash. All right, so the trend I'm looking at on the 1 year chart here is very pretty much mimicky to Bitcoin. Okay, it's just similar. Okay, it pulls back. Well, yesterday went crazy. In the last few days, went crazy because of the new access to it and everything. Okay. David says, I don't buy it. I think it's going to crash over the weekend. Hit me up, man. Search my name on Facebook. I would like to hold you responsible for that. Okay. Since you're so confident, because again, this is just what I think. It's not an assurance that it's going to happen, but I don't think it's going to crash over the weekend. I think $14,000. Let me go back there again. I disagree with you. I think $14,000 is a very nice support, considering this big rally and the confidence that's still in the marketplace, and a lot of people are just starting to pay attention to the news. Is it going to crash to $5,000 at some point? That's very possible, but I don't know if this is this weekend necessarily. If it's this weekend, then you could say people are pulling out money to buy a Christmas gift. I doubt it. I don't think so personally. If people are pulling out money to buy a Christmas gift and this, you would have seen it. Maybe that's what happened over the week already. So you may be too late with your prediction already. Okay. All right. So again, you never know. You could be right and I could be wrong. But thanks for being here, for participating though. Bitcoin Cash, right? Bitcoin Cash rallied. Let me look at what the 1 month is doing. There's a nice support right here at around $2,000. Yeah, I'm gonna wait for this to break. If this breaks $4,000, it's gonna go straight to $7,000. Okay, that's it. That's all I have to say. Is mimicking Bitcoin. The pattern I'm saying is mimicking Bitcoin on a 1 year chart. The pattern may be different on a month-to-month chart. Obviously, it may be different, but I'm looking at long. thing here. What do you use to look at the charts? Go to my screen go search for, go to YouTube. I'm using Coinbase. So Coinbase, you can download Coinbase from my place. If you download Coinbase through me, I get $10. If you buy $100 worth, I get $10 free Bitcoins, and you get $10 free Bitcoin. So support me. Thank you. You go to olatux.com. That's OLATUX.com and slash Bitcoins. Okay. That would take you to my article, my 7 rules, and then the link through my stuff and everything. Okay. All right. So yeah, it's pretty much me. Let's go to Ethereum, which is more interesting. Like Ethereum is a lot more interesting for me. Here's why. Okay. First of all, again, I told you, start looking at the percentage, 1500%, right? Pretty cool, right? This is only 500, by the way, 500%. Pretty cool, but not close. Okay. But guess what? In the last 1 year, Ethereum 9,000%. Percentages is all that matters to you. For every dollar you put into this game, percentages is all that matter, not your increase in dollar. If you put $10,000 in today and then your account went up $100 tomorrow, you did not make as much money as somebody who put in $100, right? And then it went up $100. That's 100% increase as compared to 100 over $10,000. Percentages, I don't know if you got what I just said. Percentages is all that matters. So Benjamin, to answer your question, Coinbase is what I'm using to look at the chart. But I need to find something better so I can draw lines and show you resistance and support and things like that. I'll find one. It's just I'm so new into this thing. I'm a student just like you, so I'll find one soon, sooner or later. All right. So Ethereum, 9,000% from $7 to $814. If you, what that means is that if you put $100 at the same time last year into Ethereum and you put that same $100 in Bitcoin, you would have made a lot more money, a whole lot more money, 1,500 to 9,000, about 4 times, 5, 6 times more money if you put your money into Ethereum. That's what that means. Okay. That's what that means. All right. So let's go here. Let's go look at so in the 1 year chart. All right. So that's why this is a little bit more interesting to me. Plus, there's words on the street. I don't know the details. I don't try to learn all the details of what the blockchain can do and the technicalities. Some of you may even know better than me, but I know how to look at these charts. Okay. And I know how to predict people's emotion in the short term. I don't play the short term game myself. I just don't. Okay. At least not now. Okay. I've done it before. I don't really enjoy it. All right, so some people are. So I've seen somebody say, if you're making money, why don't you enjoy it? Because again, my return on my investment of energy, time, and money is everything to me. Because this money doesn't mean it's good money. Okay, so especially energy and time. Okay, not forget money. My return on my investment in terms of dollars, my energy and my time makes everything for me. So I enjoy building businesses. I enjoy $500 commission showing up randomly. I enjoy $2,300, $4,000 days randomly. I enjoy that just because of work I've done, because of marketing, because of knowing business, which is again something I want to share with you more about 2018 for me here in a second. Okay. All right. So let's see here. All right. So based on this chart, the last support here, which is more or less a flat, it's kind of like it's a resistance and a support at the same time, was around 466, right? I'm looking at the support resistance and the support around $700, right? But clearly it tanked below it, right? But not all the way. So we can still consider 693, trading at 693. This is Ethereum now, right? We can still consider that being around $700. So if we look at the 1 year, 1 month, it tanked to about $600 already and it's rallied back to about $700. So I'm looking at the very nice support at around $600. Okay. So a nice support at $600 when I zoomed out like that, and this thing, the last. Let me look at 1 month. This is the last right here. $650 was the last support, and it dipped below that, but it came back up to 693. All of this look flat to me. Okay. So it's approximately about the same thing. It's holding that support. It's testing a $600 to $650 support. That's what it's doing for the second time. So this is my prediction right now. I'm looking at the resistance around $850. Okay, a resistance around $850. This line calls it $814. Okay, so I'm gonna wait for this to test $814. one time or two more times, okay, over the next 1 month. If it breaks $850, it's gonna make another move like this. It's gonna make a $400 move. Okay, how did I know that? Because this is a $400 support back down here, right? Okay, now at the very minimum is going to make a $200 move. Okay, at the very, because the last support was $600, right? If it breaks $800, it's going to over $1,000. That's my prediction in the next 1 month. Okay, I don't know what it's going to do in short term, like 1 week. Gentlemen that predicted it's going to crash over the weekend, kudos to you. I don't know what these things are going to do in short term. Nobody should be looking at what it does in that much of a short term. Again, I'm suggesting 5 to 10 years to you. So why would anybody be looking at few days or over the weekend? We don't know what that's gonna do. People are people are crazy. Okay, so everybody that's throwing money in and out of this stuff and all kind of crazy prediction, people emotions all over the place. Your job is to protect yourself from that. Okay. All right. So my prediction is over $1,000 within the next 1 month. Okay. Long term, my prediction for this baby right here is it's trading at 695 right now. In the next 1 year, this is probably gonna be above. Man, it's very hard for me to. It's very hard, okay, but I think it's gonna be well above $10,000. Okay, definitely in the long term, 10 years will be well above $10,000. I don't know what the long term is gonna be, but I trust and I believe very much in this vehicle as the new wave of wealth building. Okay, so short term, in the next 1 month is going to be over $1,000. Okay, because I mean this is upward trends and it's testing supports. It's testing supports multiple time and it's bouncing off of the support. That's why I said you gotta wait until it breaks. The last time I predicted on this was at around 370. Yeah, like around right here, around 370, something like that, when it was back here. Yeah, like way back here, like over a month ago, right? I said if it breaks above 380 or something like that, which it did around here, that it was going to make a move all the way to $470. That was my prediction. And you can go watch my videos and you'll see them there, right? And then it broke that and it did not stop at 470. It went all the way to 850. So I'm very conservative with my prediction here based on support and resistances, pretty much. Just looking at that, it's really as simple as that. And again, it's more of a art than it's a science. But it's kind of a science a little bit, but subjective. Okay, I could be wrong. Okay, but I'm not wrong on this long term, 5 to 10 years. Okay, all right. So let's go look at Litecoin. Litecoin, man, Litecoin in the on the 1 year chart has tested a very nice support at 295 and dipped below 295. Let's look at what that dip. See, it's right here, so it's not 295, it's 260. When I zoom out, I can see a little bit better. Okay, I look at it first on 1 year chart, but I zoom out to see what that looked like here. Okay, it's actually a 269 support right here before it rallied back up to test this last resistance. Okay, so there's a resistance of about $372 right here. Okay, so it went back up, tested it, and then it didn't cross three. So if I had predicted this on the 16th of on the 16 around 16 to 18, if I had predicted this, I would want it to test this last resistance of 372, and then since it didn't go past it, I will pretty much tell you that yeah, it's going to dip back to the last support, right? But then it dipped below that, and that is probably killing the confidence in Litecoin. But again, when you look at 1 year chart, this baby is coming from $99, right? $99 in the past few weeks. Look at that, right? So again, everything I just said, because of that 99, because of that rally from $99, $100 to $350, just scratch out everything I just said in the last 2 minutes because of that. Okay, so I can tell you, like, okay, there's a nice support at 260 here. It dipped below that last support. Is there still confidence in this? Yeah, because look at this from here, man. You know, there's still confidence in it. Okay, but I will wait to really, if this breaks about above 372, it's gonna make this much move. Okay, it's gonna make at least it's trading at 270 right now, 274. Okay, if it breaks 370 again, it's gonna make at least a $200 move to $500. Wow. Now, why am I saying that? I'm saying that because of the effect of the media and effect of Bitcoins and the buzz around this whole thing. Okay, so normally the move I will predict will be maybe So from, if you look at from 260 to, from 260 to 340 is $100 move. I'll be conservative and then say $50. But right now, it could be anywhere between, if it breaks 370, it could be anywhere from three, it could go anywhere from $50 to $200 move. And I say $200 move because of the buzz around this whole thing. Okay, what's up, Lewis? Okay, I'm saying $200 move because of the whole buzz. Now, if I'm going to be conservative, I say a $50 move. And if it goes beyond $50 move, it's going to make another $100 move to the top. Again, all of this is just based off of my resistance and support look, but I can't see too clearly because of the volatility, but I can see a little bit. Okay, but this is still in the upward trend. I think this nice support right here is a real support. Okay, in a short term. Okay, it's a real support. Now, is Litecoin still going to tank back to $99? It's possible. Okay, that's very possible in any short term of anything. Any news can break. Like, for example, there was a news about SEC investigating the company behind Bitcoin Cash in the past 3 days, and believe it or not, that affected the whole thing. Okay, so any news can break and affect everything and throw off everybody. But ultimately, in the long, that's why I look at 1 year chart, because 1 year chart soaks the news in, everybody's emotions in, and I can see clearly. So on that 1 year chart, this is to be this is a big rally, and this is support that's forming right now around here. And if it goes back and tests 340, this 340 line, if it goes back to that 340 line on the 1 month, it's a 370, right? But on the 1 year, it's a 340. If it breaks that 340 on the 1 year chart, you can expect another $100 move minimum. Okay, especially if the news is really good out there. Okay, so that's my prediction. All right, so let's talk about my 2018 plan. 2018 plan is very simple. Okay, I've created products over the past few years. I've created all type of products. Okay, I created Empire Traffic Academy. You can check it out. It's a $5,000 program where you can learn everything you need to learn about driving traffic to a website. I created Seven Figure Accelerated, my $15,000 coaching, which I've sold quite a few of those as well. And I've created. But here's my 2018 move. Okay, let me show my face on YouTube for those of you watching me on YouTube. I'm done pretty much with the analysis for the day. Here's what I'm the direction I'm moving. I'm moving more in the direction of well, writing my books, okay, which you can download my book right now. You can simply go to myEmpirePRO.com and download my book from there. It's a developing one, okay. It's already 213 pages, and I'm editing, and it's a combination of everything I've written, because I wrote a few books in the past, but it's a combination of all my, and it's I use a lot of real estate wholesaling examples, but it's applicable to any business. It's called the Empire Lifestyle Secrets, and you can go there, myEmpirePRO.com. You can download a free copy right now. Once it's fully developed and everything, I'm gonna have it edited, and it's gonna be on Amazon. I'm gonna create the audiobook around it. It's gonna be on audible.com. It's gonna be everywhere. But it's a 213 pages already, and you can go download it, and it's a fantastic book. Okay. If you can get it, if you can avoid some typos here and there, you can go watch me develop it. Okay. So go there and you can get that book right now. So I'm gonna focus more on authoring these books because I really enjoy doing it. Okay. And as far as upsell, if you will, or my availability to help people more on the premium side of things, I'm going to focus more on coaching. Okay, so I'm going to pretty much make myself available a few times in a week, in a month, for a few people, somewhere between 5 to 12 people. Okay, and I'm going to make myself available by phone, Skype, and I'm going to sell my coaching, and it's going to be unique and customized to each individual's what they're going through, either in marketing, business, lifestyle, even sometimes in relationship, anything that you will need attraction in it, because you need attraction in marketing, you need attraction in relationship, anything that has to do with that, right? But more importantly, marketing, business, real estate wholesaling, real estate. You're trying to build a business, you're trying to drive traffic to a website, you're trying to build a media platform, you're trying to build your marketing campaigns, right? I'll make myself available to coach people on a one-on-one basis, okay? And then you can find more information about that as time goes on too. Actually, if you want right now, you can simply go to myEmpirePRO.com/coaching. It's already there. But if you want more details about that, you can reach out to me anytime on Facebook. All you have to do is, you can hit me up on Instagram. All I talks Abitogun. You can search me. You can find me anywhere. Okay. The truth is that I've taken up a project in the past about a year or so in medical consulting, and I really enjoyed the one-on-one. And I feel like, I've done it in the past, and I feel like it's probably my strength, that one-on-one thing. And I'm gonna leverage that as well in the marketing world, and make myself more available. So if you want more information about that, my empirepro.com/coaching is where my coaching is. You can secure a time there. If you want my book, just simply go to myempirepro.com. You can download a free copy of the book. It's a 13 pages book. And also on the real estate side of things, I'm also going to be creating some content for buyers, for sellers. Okay, I'm going to be creating some content on that as well. And I'm also going to be making myself available to help real estate wholesalers, network marketers, internet marketers, on a one-on-one basis, as opposed to programs that kind of expire. The content, because things are moving so fast, and the content you created 3 months ago is already expired and is over with. I want to help people on an ongoing basis like that. I make myself available as a coach for the marketplace. All right, so that's my plan for 2018. So most of my activity will be directed towards promoting, pushing my book out there, and people getting to download it for free. If you want it on Amazon, you got to pay $10 on Amazon, Kindle, or paper book, or audio. Audio will probably be about 25 once it's ready. But also the content, everything will be available for free. My philosophy is about marketing, business, bitcoins, how to analyze the market, all that stuff will be available for free. But sometimes if you want that, the only thing I'll be selling is the personal touch. You want somebody to talk to you on your particular situation. Maybe your budget is not up there, maybe your resources not up there, and you want someone to help you customize, someone to give you a formula that makes sense, right? Something like that. Then you have that one-on-one to make a lot more sense than an end-all be-all type of program that's supposed to work for everybody and you pay 12 grand for it, right? It typically doesn't exist. But at least you can ask me a question. We can make it an ongoing basis thing. You can have me accessible to you on an ongoing basis, or it could be a one time. Sometimes that one conversation is really all you need to take it to the top. And yes, it's going to be premium. It's not cheap. To get me on, it's not going to be cheap, because I don't want you to think you're getting a cheap service either. Okay, but it's going to be reasonable as compared to anything else that's out there, right? So even sometimes you may end up buying a course, and you'll be like, okay, Ola, I bought this course, I'm not sure, can you go through with me? Can you help me? This doesn't make sense. And we can also go through that. Or I can even recommend that you can buy that course, you can't buy that course. It's just, that's where my strength is, and that's where I'm going to be able to help a lot of people in 2018. So but for me, my personal activity is going to be more focused on promoting um promoted the book to be downloaded for free, which is essentially promoting my personal brand. Okay, yes, that's part of my strategy as well too. But I will make the audio, like even all that stuff be available on YouTube. If you want to stream your live and just watch them on YouTube, sure. If you feel like having it on your Kindle is more valuable to you, you just pay $10 to Amazon. It will be available for you on Amazon as well. On Audible, you feel like, hey, I want to have this on my Audible everywhere, then you pay $25 to Amazon, then it's available, right? You want to have it on Apple Pay, or sorry, the Apple platform, right? The App Store and all that stuff. You can have it, but the truth is that the content will be available for free for those of you that just want to stream, right? Now, the only thing I will be selling that absolutely I have to sell is my personal time, okay? Because I don't. I can never have enough of it. So I have to sell that part, right? But I promise it'll be reasonable, but it will not be cheap, because I don't want you to feel like you're getting anything for cheap either. But if you're interested in a personal coaching, you feel like you've been buying courses and you've been buying all this stuff and it's just way over your head, and you need someone to break it down into pieces based on the level that you are at the moment in time, then you simply want to go to myempirepro.com/coaching. If you have any questions, you can reach me at 917 732-2170. Okay, 917-732-2170. Leave me a message, send me a text message if you want to talk to me personally before you pull the trigger. Please feel free, but go get my book for free. Go get the book at least for free right now. As far as it available for free, I think I was going to make it available for free. It's 213. It's content. It's my content. I'll make it available. If you want to download it for free, all you have to do is give me your email address, and then you get access to additional training, on the inside, and take advantage of it. And the best thing you can do for me is help me share, click like on my pages, click like on my videos, comment, talk to me, let me know that I'm talking to you, share your thoughts, disagree with me if you truly disagree with me, and just engage and share, engage in my content. That's the best thing you can do for me in 2018. If you're not being a premium customer, that will be absolutely fine with me. If you don't feel you need it, if you need it, absolutely, it'd be my pleasure to help you. We'll work together to accomplish your goals. Okay, so that's what my 2018 plan is. Even just talking about it is so peaceful, because for every other type of product before, I would have to create a sales letter, I have to hard sell you, uh, all that hard selling stuff is in the behind. Okay, I've been a full-time entrepreneur since 2006 October. I came online in 2009. It's about to be 10 years online next year, right? Next year October. It's been as an entrepreneur, full-time entrepreneur. It's been 2006. Was that 12 years now? So I have quite a lot of experience to say some of the things I say. So it comes to me natural because I've been burnt. I lost a lot of money, and I made a lot of money, by the way. Just so you don't think somebody who doesn't have any success. I made a lot of money doing what I do, right? But lost a lot of money, made a lot of mistakes that I feel like anybody can learn from and avoid by simply having a coach and a mentor available to you anytime you want at an affordable price. And that's what I'm going to be doing. I feel like that's my calling, being an author, being a coach. That's a big part of my calling, and building businesses, of course. I don't just build business. Some of you know in my digital attitude, you know me from digital attitude. I make good money there just by having two leaders in there. So, um, I all the marketing dollars are spent on digital marketing. Digital marketing. My team has done. I just got news in the past few days. My team has done about $1 million in sales in the last 18 months, and personal commissions about $106,000 without spending any marketing dollars. Marketing dollars are spent on that has been less than $300 ever, and that's because I was trying to test something, and then I stop, and then I'm distracted, but I'm focused now, so we should be fine. But in that time being, $106,000, completely free money, because it's not money that I have to when it comes in. I don't like in the past 2 days. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna log in and show you right now. Let's log in and show you what that looks like. Okay, if you go download my book for free, you will have access to that. If that's what you're looking to do, you will have access to digital attitude information through just by simply downloading my book for free. Okay, at myEmpirePRO.com. But in the meanwhile, I'm just going to go ahead and log into digital attitude and show you. If you want to see my screen, all you have to do is just search my name on YouTube. You can see my screen. So I'm doing this right now. Let's see. Digital attitude, my earnings. Okay. So, just I'm going to show you just so it's called the Aspire Business System. Okay. Some people say, what is it? Is this some kind of, well, they sell events, they sell coaching programs, and all I'm supposed to do is drive traffic to them. So I put a few leaders in there that does that, and I make good money from that. So today, $551. Yesterday sucked, $18. Still not bad from doing nothing. Okay. Last 7 days, $4,700. That's income in my pocket. Okay. Last 30 days, $12,000, $980 in my pocket, doing nothing. Okay. And since it started last 365 days, 65 days, doing nothing. Okay. Doing nothing is very, very important, because that's time I get to spend doing other things so I can make more money. Okay. It's not just money. It's not just more money. It's about money with respect to how much energy and time. And that's the most important thing to me in life. And I'm going to blow this up. And this is my team sales. I'm going to blow that up right now so you can see my team sales right here, down here. That's $1.1 million in my team. Because what that means is that I'm not just making money. Okay, my move initially in the beginning of getting into this in last year April, that's 2016 April. What that means is that my move has helped people make a whole lot more money. Okay, so it's not just me making money. So if you want to get into this, you go through downloading my book, you have access to this, and you decide to do it. It's essentially me helping you make money, and that's what this means. My team in total sales $1,136,000 essentially $1.136 million. Okay, so you get what that is. So I'm not just I build businesses. I have a couple of other scenarios like this. Okay, and if you know me personally, okay, let me be very transparent with you. If you know me personally, over the last 1 year, I had some very bad situation that happened. I made some wrong bets. Okay, I bet on people that were not exactly leaders. Okay, and I will blame it on myself, number one, because I did, because and that's some of the concept that I covered in the book. Why building leaders is not the same thing as babysitting. You want to absolutely avoid babysitting. Okay, when you're building a team, either in your business, either your employees, what you're looking for are leaders, people that take charge, people that they correct you even when you make mistakes, right? Even though you're the leader and you're guiding them, they're able to call you back and say, "Hey, well, wait, boss, this doesn't make sense." That's kind of people you want, and not people that just listen and say yes, yes, yes. You don't want a bunch of yes, yes, yes people around you. I made some bets, were completely my fault, right? And it hit me real bad in my pockets. Okay. So that's, to be completely honest with you. He hasn't been always rosy. It's been ups and downs, and it's been situations I have to dig myself out of. And this move I'm making right now is essentially me saying, there's a quote that I posted on Instagram. Like, once you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you do, you stop digging. And I did that a few months back, and I started to fix a few things. And I had a few friends help me out too. Thanks to those people if you're listening. And you know and then based on those mistakes and the lessons learned, and that's why I'm focusing on my strength henceforth, ever, forever and ever and ever again. So the only thing I can ever trust is God, not even myself. Okay, so that's what I have for you. Hopefully, you've been enlightened and educated on this episode. Don't forget myEmpirePRO.com to get the book for free. Olatalks.com/Bitcoins to get the article for free on my 7 rules in Bitcoins and stuff. And myEmpirePRO.com will pretty much have access to everything. MyEmpirePRO.com/coaching. If you want to take advantage of a one-on-one coaching with me, you can go up there and take advantage of that. My phone number is my business phone number is 917-732-2170. I always have to remember. All right. Send me a text message first. Let me know why you're calling, and then I'll hit you back. 917-732. Okay, you know what? Give me a ring and leave a message. I'll tell you that. Okay, leave a message in case there's 24 hours and I didn't get back to you or something like that. Because honestly, if I don't know who it is, I will not pick up. I fired everybody that ever worked for me in terms of picking up or anything like that. There's no such thing as me. You'll be working with. You'll be tapping into what I'm doing. Uh, I will absolutely use virtual help, of course. So but we're definitely paying attention to energy. We're paying attention to return on energy and time. Leverage, let's not ever forget leverage. You're paying attention to that. All right, so that's very important. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I will see you on the next one, and peace.